Do 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 do. All right, here we go. Can you hear me? I think so. Is that better? Hello, hello. That's too loud. That should be good. That should be good. All right. I can't hear myself though. How's that? A little better? That's good right there. All right. What a day, huh? So, sorry, I'm coming off a sinus infection, so I'm a little under the weather. Voice is a little shaky, and the amount of snot that has come out of this body is next level shit. Anyways, we'll get through it. What a fucking day, huh? So if you've been following me, and thank you if you have. Sorry, I haven't been doing much of these lately. I'm usually burned out at the end of the day. This market's really been something else. And I'm going to start with what the fuck is going on with the futures market. I don't get it. There's been this 2 days in a row where there's just been an endless offer in the futures market. Endless offer. We rally and then just like gets smacked by, I call him Slappy if you follow me on Twitter. I call him Slappy. And just fucking out of nowhere, this guy will come out and just do like 2,000 lot market order and just bitch slap this market. It's the dumbest thing I've ever seen. It's the worst way to trade. But he, I think, single-handedly held it down yesterday. And I think what's going on is market's all fucking run by market makers and high-frequency trading. And it seems like something gets a little bit out of whack in a stock or whatever, and then they come and just smack the futures market to hedge. I think that's what's happening, but it's very annoying is what it is. It's now making futures fucking hard to trade. And like, he just did it 3 minutes ago. An 1,800 lot market order after hours. This thing trades like 550, 100 contracts maybe every 5 to 10 seconds. In one order, 1,800 market order, just slaps it. So what the fuck, man? What are you doing? And it's the second day in a row where there's been a 3-point diversion between the futures market and the SPX. So this guy's fucking doing it again. It's unbelievable. It's just annoying is what it is. You're annoying. It's not real price discovery. It's not real trading. It's never on a headline. It's just all fucking bullshit. It's all just market manipulation. And people say it's not, then unfollow them because it fucking is. And it costs. And it's just fucking relentless. It's been relentless for weeks. Even our big up days, it's like we should be fucking flying, but there's just an endless offer, an endless supply to burn through. It just makes no sense to me. But you adapt or you die, so I don't fight it. And this is now what's fucking Meta. Every single day opens like 10, 20 cents lower, and then just fucking rallies for the first hour of the day, stalls, and then sells off at the end of the day. Every freaking day. It's absurd. And, it's on a 30-point run doing that exact move every day. If you buy the open, you can get a double, maybe even a triple almost every time. But you have to sell it, and if you don't sell it right away, then you just get decayed all day, and then they smack you into the close. Today should have been fucking through the roof. One of the weirdest days I've seen in a long time. And the bears will claim, oh, you guys didn't do enough on the upside, but it's like, you guys had them on the ropes yesterday and did nothing. You're also the same people who said NVDA was overvalued at $150, and now it's $380. Is it overvalued now? Now the PE, forward PE dropped to like 40. And I said this in my stream, I don't know, a few weeks when this whole AI thing kind of started kicking up. I go, no one can value AI. You just can't do it yet. It's a whole new market, a whole new infrastructure. Everything is different. It's a whole new industry. You can't put a number on that. No one has. Not one company has done it. And trust me, these companies are smarter than people on FinTwit. That's just the bottom line. They're smarter than me. They're smarter than you. That's just it. And when I said that, I think NVIDIA was trading like 190, maybe 200. And I go, NVIDIA is just going to go up until they figure out how to value AI. And sure enough, they did. And then they raised guidance by $4 billion in revs. And this is what you get. If you don't know how to value something, don't call tops on it. That's just simple risk management. If you don't know, don't do it. And you want to short because it's an AI bubble and the technology's been around forever. And why is it different now? Because it fucking is. It just is. Now it's probably going to start taking over. When IBM announces that they can replace 7,500 jobs with AI, yeah, that's different. That's never happened before. So finally they're figuring out maybe we could start valuing this a little bit more, but even now it's still just no ceiling. This thing NVIDIA can be up another 75 points. It just can't. It's the leading chip maker in an increasingly automated and computer-filled algorithmic world. That's just it. And you can fight it or you can join it. It's simple stuff. Cost is down a bit. They came out with earnings. And it's all the way down to last month's price. So look, so back to this Slappy character in the futures market. There's already a record number of short contracts in the futures market. And part of me thinks this is part of the JPM collar, which puts a stranglehold on the market, which is why we can't break out of range. Everybody keep reading it's hedging. It's possible. I'm starting to open my mind to that possibility, but it just seems like such a weird hedge if this thing does go ballistic. Like you have an endless, unlike hedging with puts, like you had the limit is the value of the put, right? There is no limit on how high futures can go. So you can blow out your fund if you don't do it right. So that's why I feel like it's not. And you can buy puts and calls in the futures market. So I'm just not quite buying in that naked shorting. The S&P futures market is a hedge, is a viable hedge for smart risk takers. I just don't see it. Which makes me wonder who it is. Who, what, where, why, and will they ever stop? Because oh my God, let's see. Yesterday I was counting it live on Twitter, which I realized was probably kind of annoying, so sorry about that. But I think today they did it another 15 times. Every time futures got basically here, 41.60, just down. 30,000 contracts in 3 minutes when this thing trades about 5 to 7. And then, that triggers the algo, and the algo sells it off, and then the algo comes back on. I got right back up to the same spot, went all the way down to 41.40, straight back up to 41.58 over time, and then immediately bitch slapped again, and then bitch slapped, and then they couldn't break new lows. They couldn't even get close. So then you test high, and then Biden came out and said there's likely going to be a deal. Then we popped to new highs, and then Slappy came and just destroyed it. Couldn't make new highs after the little bounce there, so test the downside again. Rally into the close, and then like every single close we've had for the last few weeks, just endless offer, just push it right fucking back down. 10 points, relentless. It's a casino all run by hedge funds and high frequency trading and big banks like Jamie Dimon. You don't think Jamie Dimon manipulates the market? Please. The guy's one of the biggest scumbags of all time. Let's see. What I did like to see, my old baby, Enovix, ENVX, green on a day like today is different. Very different. It's been trying to put in a base here. It's been holding that 1180 number for quite a while. Actually kissed it today and immediately ramped. Right after it kissed it, ramped what? Right at 40 cents. For a $12 stock, it was pretty good. And then it rallied into the closed green. Up on the day, charts are looking good. It's sitting in an emoji cloud. There's a lot of resistance here, tons of resistance, but now it's building a nice base, a real nice base over this 1180. And if it can get through 1265, it can get to 1319, and then big resistance at 1350-ish. What it really needs is to get above like the 1460 area, and ideally 1550. And once it does that, there's nothing holding it until like 22. Volume profile here is massive. It's sitting on a big shelf, but there's still tons of resistance right above it. But once it gets through, it should be set to jet. What I don't like to see, what's interesting actually, look how the Jan 17, 20, 25 option chain. Open interest in the 15 calls, 13,000. Open interest in the 20 calls, 32,000. Actually, go through all these changes. I think some of this is that package for board members, but there is, I wanted to pull this one up because I hate seeing this. It's a strangle. Oh, well, that's interesting. Open interest in the July 21, 2023, $10 calls, 21,000. And in the 750s is 20,000 for the puts. I had to do a little more looking into that one. That guy's getting, actually might be sitting pretty. Anyways, so it's got a lot of resistance above, but being green, it's up a little bit after hours too. I think short interest has increased to 25%, and they're getting weaker and weaker on these sell-offs. They can't push it lower. They can't break that 1180 number. And usually when they see that is when they start coming, they come running to cover because they know they're exhausted. They have less and less fuel each day. And this thing's got upside, explosive possibilities on one purchase order, one agreement, one customer goes, yeah, we're in. Here's a MOU, moratorium of understanding that we're going to buy X amount of batteries once you start launching these things off. One comment sends this thing like $5. And if it sends it through 1550, it's gonna send it another $5. So just keep an eye. I think it's about ready. I'm already heavily loaded in shares, but I'm in and out options quite a bit. I think I'm gonna probably start loading up a massive position. Massive. When was that? 500 lot order purchase for next week's 1350s for 15 cents. Fuck, I wish I saw that. Damn, I wish I saw that. Let's take an eye on the open. I might pick those off in the open if it's a decent day. Let's talk about two more things. One, Netflix. double top rejected it yesterday, and then rejected hard today. And let's see what the bullshit tweet was. I'll tell you what. I follow a bunch of these accounts, like these stock breaking news accounts on Twitter. And over the last like 2 or 3 weeks, I cleared out half of them. Because some of them, here it is, some of them post bullshit negative with no context. And it's like they do it on purpose to try to scare the markets, and I think this is one of them. Let's see. The divorce is final. One person with 1,400 followers post on. Let's see. Post on Twitter that they're canceling Netflix. Not trending at all. Cancel Netflix, not trending at all. And then just the whole New York Post story is just all about, 5 people who posted, oh, it started how it ended, cancel Netflix. Let's see. Let's see how you can get it. I don't see a view count. 3 people react to this story. So anyways, this NY Post story hit the waves right when it was about to break back out. So let's see, it posted at. Let's see. Yep, there you go. New York Post posts Netflix users cancel account amid password sharing ban. The divorce is final. So they post that. You got 70 likes, 10 retweets. 1242 on the chart. It was pushing 365, which was resistance for the day. Potentially about to break out. That story hits. Look what happened the rest of the day. $6 sell off. $6 sell off on that. I'll tell you what. So when I got that email, I paid for Netflix for obviously myself, but there's like 3 other people in my family who use it. I just added them all. Yeah, it's another $21. $6. Guess what? They just got 3 new users from me alone. So it'll take, let's say, even if half of their total user base says, fuck it, I'm out, and the other half says, all right, we'll add 1 person or 2, or that person's now going to pay for their own Netflix. You think their numbers are going up or down? I think they're going way fucking up. Way fucking up. And yeah, maybe they'll cancel, and then in like a week, they'll be like, oh, I need Netflix back, and then let's just redo it. Guaranteed. But no, New York Post, and then who posted it? Who posted it? Sorry. I'll get off this in a second, too. I usually like this one, but FSM and Unusual Whales. I like Unusual Whales, but I bet they were short. Actually, I guarantee they're short. And then like Walter Bloomberg, that guy always posts shit out of context, has his comments off so no one could fucking comment, call him out on it. Anybody who has their comments off is usually a bullshitter because they won't let you comment on their shit. Look at this Costco, big reversal back to green. But the endless offer in S&P future remains. I don't even know what's holding it down at this point. Lockheed Martin. It might be, actually. Actually, I think Lockheed's mostly Dow. Which is why Dow is red all day. Cost is flying now. Cost actually might be, I gotta look into their numbers. That might be a good pickup in the morning. Never play options. Well, bad day to tell you this, but with NVDA, when all those went fucking 2000x, that is so rare. It is very, very rare for options to actually make money going into an earnings report. It has to be extreme for you to make money. But if they're after hours or before, what happens is they call it event volume. So the event is the earnings release. And once that information is known, then the stock can digest it, and a lot of volume, earning like event volume, comes off, and it sucks a shit ton of premium out of the option chain, and then it kind of gets a little extreme, especially when people are or market makers are then rebalancing their positions. That's when it's a good time to strike on some of these. If you think, Costco, let's say, opens at $4.90 tomorrow. I mean, the 510s are right now or closed at $2. Those will probably open, if it opens at $4.90, those probably open at 20 cents. The 500s are at $3.85 closed. Those probably open at like 50 cents, maybe 75. And if it opens at $4.90, and it's looking pretty ripe to rip. $4.90. I mean, it's possible this thing gets the 500 tomorrow. That's when you pick them off, and you do a quick trade on them. Let the event happen, let the premiums drop, and then make your move. And then let the market makers fuck you. So yeah, just more bullshit with Netflix. I wanted that one today too. Those fucking coward bastards. Probably get upgraded tomorrow. It would actually be awesome if Reed comes out and says, yeah, we saw a big boost in subscriptions. It'd send this thing $20, no problem. Anyways, I don't really give a shit because I fucking crushed now. Service now. So, here's another hint. And I guess I should have done one yesterday or 2 days ago and talked about this. So, last week, NVIDIA makes a huge partnership with ServiceNow. Huge partnership. Basically saying they're going to run all our software for all of our AI shit. That's massive news. Then NVIDIA has earnings yesterday, raised guidance $4 billion, and basically they're like, yeah, AI is like a $1 trillion infrastructure package that we're basically going to build out. Who do you think's coming along for the ride? ServiceNow. And I think this thing probably should have been up another 20 today. I don't think people quite caught on to that yet. I think it's still got room to run. I think 550 is not out of the question. I came in along the 515s and the 530s. Sold 90% of those just because that market was stalled out and Slappy was around. So just said, fuck it. Cash in, and then turned out to be a good move because they like to fade that one late too, just like Meta. So let's keep an eye on that one in the morning because that could be a good oppo. Like what are you doing? 2,000 lot order hits the market on what? On what? You're still selling this thing? Every time they try to like crush this market, they just get fucking slaughtered. But you know, at first you don't succeed, try 1,000 more fucking times. Yeah. No, that's nothing. That guy's a fucking idiot. Anybody repost info from like 5-6 days ago? And like news info, block them, unfollow. News gets digested in minutes in this market. If it's 5 days old, market doesn't even. It's already priced in, and 5 other factors are priced in after it. Don't fall for that. All right, I think that's it. Also, I want to I'll touch on Nonix because I don't think I've talked about it on the. Have I? I don't know. But yeah, this one's still very out of favor. Small cap startup, basically. Super hated by everybody on FinTwit. Everybody thinks it's a scam. I mean, Johnson & Johnson bought 300,000 shares, so I'll scam with them. As long as it means I make money. Today was a little more, with Rut down, getting his face plastered in the ground all day. I kind of thought Novix would do the same thing, but the fact that that's green is a great sign for the future. Nonix was down like 8% at one point, did bounce a little bit late, but volume on it's pretty garbage. Yesterday's reversal was pretty gross, but it's still holding. It's actually under support now, so this thing could either rip or die. 1843 is very important. It does have downside to 1655, upside 2150, and if it gets through there, it's gone. It's another $4 quick. If it does, it'll probably squeeze too. I don't think it's a low float, and I think shares available are definitely increasing. Fee rate's now down to 74 from 90%. So they're covering, I guess, but I think just more shares are becoming available. People just want to lock in that high rate. But one more purchase order for these fellas, and this thing's gone too. And I still think that anytime it's over 18, I think that's the IPO purchase price for this SK Korea company that got in early. They wanted to cash out, so they can do that, and anything over 18 is profit for them, which is, I think, why we're seeing so much resistance up here. They only have like 2.1 million shares. So if it's them selling, I don't see, they don't have to report it for a little while, but I don't see that lasting much longer. I do think once they are done, ideally this thing pops $2-3, and then you're gonna see that mixed shelf offering come back that they did at $10-11, but then took it off the table. And when that happens, that's gonna be like the biggest buy ever, because we already got what the reaction's gonna be based on the last time they announced it and then pulled it back. They announced it was down like $2, and then the whole day it just rallied all day, and then like 2 days later they took it off and then announced that they're gonna allow that SK to cash out. So allow SK to cash out, let this thing pop a little bit more, announce that, buy it on the crater. It should bounce back. It should, in that day, bounce back. And if it does go green, then shorts will cover. And then, all these mixed shelf offerings were fantastic for these companies. NVDA did one $200 ago, and they tanked it and ripped it. Who else did one? Who else did one? Someone else big did ripped one, pulled off a shelf offering over green by the end of the day. So just keep an eye out for that. Bitcoin not participating. It's just there. So I don't know. PCE tomorrow morning. That could. I still don't think shorts have covered anything. I think they've been adding. I think they're trying to front run this debt ceiling news. The problem is they're not doing a very good job at it. So in my ideal world, PC comes at a touch cool. S&P's up another 50 tomorrow. Debt talks get settled. S&P 4,300. And then we look to short the fuck out of the market. I think that's the play. I don't think shorts have covered, and I think they're gonna the market loves to fuck everybody, so I think they're gonna try to force shorts to really cover. And VIX back. I mean, they tried hard on the VIX today, but couldn't quite do it. They tried to kiss 20 early, failed. Then it went sub 19, then popped back up 1980, and then back sub 18. So higher highs, lower highs, higher lows, lower lows, higher. Fucking, the hell's my problem? Lower highs, lower lows. And Slappy is still slapping the market. Alright, that's it. That's it for me today. I think my picks to click for tomorrow. Keep an eye on Netflix. I think that this down 6 is total fucking garbage. Meta, catch it early, get out early, call it a day. Probably just do that. And Novix, maybe look at next week in Novix. Short week next week, so don't get fucked, actually. 4-day week, so premiums are probably going to be a little out of whack. I don't like holding over the weekend, to be honest, so I might not do anything. We'll see. I'll post all day tomorrow on my Twitter. And you can follow or not follow if you like it. If you don't, tell me why. I can handle criticism as long as it's not like I smell funny because I bathe and stuff. So I'm just kidding. I don't bathe. I do smell. All right, that's it for me. Good luck out there, and yeah, maybe the Bears can actually do something and break us down. Who knows? Read and react, adapt or die. Okay, I love you. Bye.